First and foremost, I want to give all of the praises and the glory to the Most High and His Son, Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai, Bashimrakah Qudash, and double honors to the elder apostles of the great millstone that have taught us this truth, to include the elder bishops on down, and as well as saluting all of you Akim within the household of faith, the church of the elect, as well as we ought to believe that we all do faith, as well as that's written in the book of Hebrews, the 11th chapter, what faith is. And so we need to apply that in your brother Laban. So without further ado, I'm going to show you a video, and we're going to get into it. Let me take this mic. You can hear it. There you go. Let me put my mic back on. Let's continue on. And I want to tie this in with this as well. U.S. congressional reports warns that the U.K. government is exporting censorship worldwide. The British government under Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer has been directly named in the new U.S. congressional reports. Starmer Labour government now faces an unprecedented rebuke from Washington over digital laws that were once held as a model for safety. The report condemns Britain for adopting what is called copycat censorship laws and warns that the country's digital regulation is now posing a direct threat to free speech. InfoWars reports the document published by the U.S. House Committee on the Judiciary describes an expanding campaign led by the European Commission to impose strict digital censorship laws on global technology platforms. Lawmakers in Washington identified the Online Safety Act as the clearest example of this approach, spreading beyond the European Union. The act was introduced with a stated goal of improving online safety, but it requires platforms such as X, Reddit, and TikTok to install age verification systems and remove material deemed harmful by regulators. So America, if I'm reading this correctly, America does not like the fact that they're trying to prohibit you from going on X and what have you. Because, of course, X and Reddit and the likes are American platforms that you got to go into. And I believe this individual here that got stormed through by police, he probably posted something on the X more than anything else, I believe, because there was a woman that got arrested before by posting something on the X too, as I remember, a woman down here in the UK. So as it looks like Esau is beginning to show their horns. As well as it's written that they are the devil that the Bible speaks about. And this is the great dragon. This system is the great dragon, which a dragon is a cruel creature, a cruel and evil creature. And that's the spirit that this devil is coming in. And the devil, Revelation 12 and verse 9. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent. Just bear me, Akim, I'm under the weather. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceived the whole world. And he was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. So I read that to convey the point once again that this man is coming cruel. He's going to begin to come cruel against the majority of the people. All right. So let's look up this word, dragon. Let me take my mic away. And I believe the way you pronounce this is Draconian. Let's see if I'm correct, though.
Strong's G, 1404. Dracon.
Yeah, sounds right. Let's put my mic on. Fucking days, man. This shit wasn't even on. Excuse my language. Oh, I thought it wasn't even on, man. Okay, cool. All right. And I'm not really in the mood today, to be honest with you, brothers. Slack about that. Yeah, so the Hebrew word is dracon, which means one as described as being as Satan, or known as the great serpent. And you have another word, that's going into something else. That's all we need. So what I did was I asked Google a silly question. Does the dragon symbolize cruelty biblically? AI overviews. Yes, in the Bible, the dragon is a prominent symbol of extreme cruelty, destructive power, and calculated opposition to God and his people. It acts as a personification of evil, representing chaotic forces, tyrannical rulers, and ultimately Satan. Yeah, and Esau is a tyrannical ruler. Tells you that in the book of Isaiah. If I'm correct, there's somewhere in the book of Isaiah where it reads that they have ruled the nations in anger, and how they ruled as the ham of the whole earth, right? So that's one way, or there's two ways, because I quoted two scriptures, which shows that they are tyrannical. And physically, we've seen from drone dropping, from sanctions being placed on nations and the likes. They've ruled as tyrannical leaders. But you know what's going to happen? The people on the soils of America, as well as the people in America, already know that their leaders are tyrannical. But they're going to find it out by experience. Because Jacob's trouble is coming down the pike real soon, as well as it's written in the book of Proverbs, 16 and verse 4. The Lord have made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. So when you see this is just the beginning. Okay, and see, what we do online isn't a secret. We ain't hiding from anything, and we don't got no reason to hide at all. Like this video right here is going up on the YouTube, which is in tandem with Google, which is government. So the government sees everything that we're doing any doggone way, even when we go live outside as well, or we go live doing the indoor lessons. They know what we're up to anyway. All right. So we ain't got nothing to really worry about. And the Lord is going to allow us to continue to teach this word until the Lord gives the red light to stop teaching his word. You know. So we ain't really got anything to worry about. The Most High is over all things. Whatever happens is the Lord's will. And we can trust that we'll be all right. If we end up having to go through this situation, yeah, it'll be traumatic. But the Lord will bring us out of it, and we'll just go back to doing the same thing we was doing before. All right. Because the Lord's will has to be put into fruition, and that is to prophesy. So anyway, let me see something real quick. Yeah, so the term dragon reminds me of the word draconian, as well as we just read the Greek word for dragon is dracon, which ties into this over here, draconian, describing laws, rules, or actions that are excessively harsh, severe, or cruel. Because during the time of the ancient Greeks, you had a man by the name of Draco that would establish austere laws, which would scare the people. All right. So he was cruel in that sense. Hence the name Draco. So yeah, it means to be cruel, evil, or to be at one such as Satan. All right. Tyrannical. So let's read this as well. This is Jeremiah 30 and verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So that's going to be the day of evil that the wicked is going to bring. Esau has been fighting against Jacob since our forefathers' inception. And so we're fighting up against their descendants, and they're fighting up against us, which were the descendants of Jacob, same way. And it's just this constant battle. Some cases physically, in most cases now it's more spiritual. And when it's all said and done, the good will overcome, as well as these Hollywood JOOs already know. And these J's overall already know. But why is it that they continue to do evil and rule of evil? Because they can't help themselves. Again, the Lord have made all things and created the wicked for the day of evil. So he can't do right, even if he wants to do right. Okay? So everybody's going accordingly to the will of the Lord on both sides. But the right-hand side is going to supersede the left-hand side. And that's where we come in. We're going to win at the very end. We're going to overcome this thing. Right? Those are the faithful of Israel will overcome this evil, wicked man when he comes with it. All right? So that's all I got to say with this, man. I want to give all of the praises and the glory to the Most High and His Son, Yahweh Bashmiel Shai, Bashim Rakar Gwadash. And with that, I'm going to close with this one. Shalom.